Joining us now because there's breaking news out of the NFL. The New York Jets have fired their general manager, Joe Douglas.
Wow. Whoa.
This morning. Joining us now, Ray, to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen, senior NFL insider for ESPN, Adam Schefter.
Yeah,
Shefty, this is, I don't know if it's, Aaron will not be on today because they're in the middle of a bye week. So This is Coach Saleh a couple weeks ago, and then Aaron was able to come on. Now Aaron is on traveling, I do believe. I have no idea where, enjoying his bye week. Is that why they made this decision, because they're on the bye week? How long has this been kind of in the works, and what does this mean for the future, Shefty?
Well, it means that it's a complete overhaul in New York with the Jets, and it means that Woody Johnson obviously was losing patience, and when you watch the team, you can't help but be discouraged right now. And they obviously were going to be in a head coaching search. Now it's going to be a head coach and GM search. Joe Douglas's contract was up after this season. I don't know that he wanted to stay there anyway, but the Jets made it simple on him today. And obviously, Woody Johnson fired him this morning, just as he fired Robert Saleh on a Tuesday morning last month. And so the Jets are starting from the ground up again. And when we talk about Aaron's future, that's why it's crazy to even talk. Like, we didn't know who the GM is going to be. We don't know who the head coach is going to be. We don't know who's going to be leading this team, who's making decisions. You can't say that a quarterback will or won't be back when you don't even know who's making the calls on these things.
Yeah.
And so it's Joe Douglas had some great draft picks in New York, had some misses. Zach Wilson, number 2, they could have kept Sam Darnold that year, and they could have traded that pick and go back and look at the people who were available with the second overall pick in that draft. And we could do this for any GM and any draft and any team. Look at the players who they missed. But you've got a situation where it's a tough job in a tough market with a tough organization, with a tough owner who's obviously a little bit unhappy with the way things are going right now.
Do you have more breaking news right now? Is that what you're doing, or is this all fallout from that?
No, just a couple of things that I didn't get out there that I just want to make sure that that we get out there. So we're taking care of that.
Smart. We appreciate you doing that while talking to us here about it all. And you talked about the owner who's frustrated, who's obviously making these changes. And I like the fact that Joe Douglas's deal was up at the end of the year, and Ambassador Johnson was like, don't even come in the building. Yeah. I don't want to see your face.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I'm done with seeing your face. 7 weeks, get the hell out. I don't want to see you ever again. You've done enough. Ambassador Johnson, are we expecting him to be Ambassador Johnson for the next 4 years, or how does this kind of go over there with the Jets?
I don't know the political side of things. I just know that he was the ambassador for President Trump before, and there was a feeling within the organization that if and when Trump got elected again, that Woody Johnson could have a role. Now, again, that is a hugely important factor for this organization moving forward, whether Woody is or isn't here. Now, he will have a huge voice and a huge say no matter where he is, no matter what job he's doing. But obviously, it was a different tone and different atmosphere when Christopher Johnson, his brother, was around the team. And so if Woody Johnson is doing another job like that, let's say he's doing that same job again, and Christopher Johnson has another role, again, we come back to the fact that Christopher Johnson, I think, wound up hiring Robert Saleh. Woody signed off on it. But when Robert was being introduced, if it wasn't their very first exchange, it was amongst their first exchanges. Woody Johnson told Robert Saleh, remember, I wasn't the one who hired you. My brother did. And so,
jeez, wow.
I'm just, these are the things that go on.
I didn't. This is this, guys. So good luck, dude. Don't fucking talk to me. I don't, please. Christopher is the guy that hired you. And we appreciate the fact that the tweet that you had to put out on X was, just so we know, 5 plus years, 30.
God stinks. Jeez.
Shefty.
Hat.
You cracked me up,
The
dude.
job is not done till the job is done.
I agree.
Still more information. I don't care whether it's relevant news or not, okay? We got to put it out.
Hey, it takes what it takes, brother. That's why you're a senior insider at ESPN. Okay, so Joe Douglas, don't even show up to work, please, last 7 weeks. There's an injury clause. We don't need you eating our food, accidentally falling down. The Packers have to feel pretty good with the whole situation that took place this morning?
I think so.
As somebody who questioned Gutekunst and put over Joe Douglas, that'd be me. I did that. In a situation after they made the NFC Championship and they were deep in the playoffs, and what are we doing? We're moving on. What are we even thinking about for the future? Let's do it right now. Let's go win a Super Bowl. And then you can go ahead, Joe. Yeah, the fact that Joe Douglas gets fired now, and Gutekunst and the boys are in prime position for the next 10 years, that has to feel real good over there. And I like to say I was wildly wrong, obviously. What's happening in New York, not fantastic for anybody.
Sure.
And these Jets fans have to feel as if they are cursed. They're rebuilding completely from scrap. Yet again, AJ. Joe Douglas fired this morning. How do you feel about it? What do you think the future looks like? And have you chatted with Aaron since the announcement?
No, I have not chatted with him since the announcement, but I don't know what it looks like. Like, what kind of – who comes in as the GM? Who comes in as the head coach? What does it look like? Where is Woody, the owner? Is he even in America next year? Like, what does the team look – because they have – if you look at the team on paper, they actually have – a legit amount of talent. Like, they have guys that can play. Like, they have dudes
right now
all over the place, and they just feel snake bitten, as whatever that means. I heard coaches say that all the time.
Cursed.
Yep.
I think that's what snake bitten means. I think it means cursed. They might be.
I mean,
they might be over there, and that's a bummer. I do apologize to Jets fans if that's the case. But you're talking about how the excitement level. I was excited.
Who wasn't?
For this Jets team.
It doesn't make sense. Like with what AJ just said, the talent on both sides of the ball, like it's just you watch them play football in week, 10, 11, and it just doesn't make sense for that team to be that bad. It's got to be a complete reset, culture shift. It's got to be all that shit, which you wouldn't expect with the names, not only the talent, but like the names of the guys in that building too. It's crazy.
How about like the excitement level whenever it was starting? So exciting.
Well, I mean, that's all it was. That's all we talked. That's all anybody talked about.
This guy's going to get a parade in New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember when they flew out to meet A-Rod in L.A. and all that, like the lead up and everyone talking about it, and then Devontae was traded there this season. Like there's been so much has happened to where everyone's like, there we go, there it is, they're winning it all.
Dude, just that offseason before his first season there, Aaron's first season, the last season.
Yep.
Man, genuine hope. Holy shit, this is it.
Yeah.
To a franchise that deserves it. It's been through a lot. Could you imagine? Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, the big bad wolf, they're out of the AFC East. Now this team that hasn't been relevant forever has all of a sudden got it. They got it right now. They're going all in. They're trying to win. They got a guy that all he does is win. Literally. That's all this dude does is win. And then it's 4 plays and it's over. 4 offensive plays and it's over. Yep. And then they punt. Don't worry. Let's run this shit back. And then they do run it back. And it does not work out at all. And then there's firings of offense coordinators and head coaches and general managers.
Wow.
And we still got 7 weeks left of the season, even though they're on the bye week. It's like, I feel bad for those Jets fans because they were way up here expectation. We were with them way up here.
For sure.
With expectation level. And then all of a sudden, it's just like
Is Greeny all right? For real. Like, I worry about Greeny with how he was at the highest of high, I feel like, at some point in this process.
I think Mike's just a little embarrassed just by the whole.
Really?
You think so?
Yeah.
No, you can't be him. You gotta allow yourself to get excited about something, and then if it doesn't work out, I mean, you can't blame yourself.
I wonder if he'll answer. This firing came after his show, right?
Yeah.
So he still has yet to have a chance to address it on Get Up. Mm-hmm. So he should not answer.
He's cooking right now.
He's in the lab.
Yeah.
I mean,
Him and Hembo.
look back to it. Yeah, he's going back to some draft.
Because that's why. Because their team was so good. They won 7 games without Rodgers after he got hurt. So it was like, holy shit, if they have Rodgers, they're going to win 12.
I mean, crazy to think that they kind of did just go right down the pooper after they fired Saleh. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
That
1-5.
I mean, and you look at like the defensive metrics too. Like I don't think they've had an interception since they fired him. Like
How have the Packers done since he got over there?
Since Saleh got there.
Yeah.
I mean, their it's tough to say because they only gave up 19 points, but their defense didn't look great. But I mean, this isn't the same old Packers defense, and they haven't lost since Saleh got there.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is the more important.
So they're 1-5.
Well, never mind. They got beat by the Lions, but that was to be expected.
And so it's probably 4-1.
Yeah.
4-1, 1-5. Saleh's got to feel real good. He lays his head down at night, AJ. I was the problem, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So many of that. So many nights of that with the family. Yep, your dad, big dumb dipshit. I was the problem. All right, sleep tight in Green Bay. We got a playoff run to go. Get ready for it.